Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to my channel. आज के वीडियो में हम क्लास सेकंड ईयर से एक लेसन करने वाले हैं. लेसन का नाम है द मर्चेंट ऑफ वेनिस. सबसे पहले नंबर पर सवाल है, हु वॉज शाइलाक एंड वेयर डिड ही लिव? Shylock was a Jew who lived in Venice. He was a usurer and a cruel man. He used to lend money at great interest to Christian merchants. He had collected great wealth by lending money. He was a hard-hearted man. He was greatly disliked by good men. And question number second is, who was Antonio? Why he hated Shylock? Antonio was a rich and kind-hearted man, kind-hearted merchant in Venice. He always helped the poor and the needy in Venice and lent them money without any interest. Antonio hated Shylock because he used to lend money at great interest to people and received it back with great severity. So question number third है, how did Antonio help the needy in Venice? इसका आंसर है, Antonio was a rich and kind-hearted merchant in Venice. He was a generous man. He always helped the needy in Venice and lent them money and charged no interest. He was a generous and kind-hearted man, so he never disappointed the poor and the needy. Question number 4 है, who was Bassanio and why did he need money? Bassanio was a noble Venetian. He was Antonio's close friend. He was in love with a young lady. He wanted to marry that lady who was the daughter of a rich man in Belmont. He needed money in order to marry that rich lady. Question number 5 है, why did Antonio and Bassanio go to Shylock the Jew? Answer: Antonio and Bassanio went to Shylock the Jew because Bassanio needed 3,000 ducats, but Antonio did not have money at that time. Antonio asked the Jew to lend Bassanio the required money upon any interest he should require. Question number 6 है, why did Shylock lend money to Antonio? Shylock lent money to Antonio because he wanted to avenge his earlier insult. Antonio used to humiliate him in the market. Shylock lent him money on the condition that if he failed to return the required amount of money in due time, he would give a pound of flesh from his body. Question number 7 is, who was Nerissa and whom did she marry? Nerissa was Portia's waiting maid. She was in love with Gratiano. When Portia married Bassanio, Nerissa and Gratiano also got married at the same time. Question number 8 is, what was the condition of the bond? The condition of the bond was that if Antonio did not repay the money by a certain day, Shylock would be legally allowed to cut a pound of flesh from Antonio's body. Question number 9 is, who was Portia and whom did she marry? Portia was a young and beautiful lady who lived in Belmont. She was the only heiress to her father's property. She was the beloved of Bassanio and she married him at the end. Question number 10 is, why did Shylock refuse to take back the money lent to Antonio? Shylock refused to take back the money lent to Antonio because he wanted to take revenge of his humiliation by cutting 1 pound of flesh from his body. He wanted to take the life of Antonio. That was why he did not accept the money offered by Bassanio. Question number 11 is, what role did Portia play in the court? Answer is, Portia played the role of a counselor in the court. She disguised herself in the dress of a lawyer and very wisely saved the life of Antonio. She saved Antonio's life by reading the bond carefully. Question number 12 is, how was Antonio's life saved? Antonio की जिंदगी किस तरह बचाई गई? Antonio's life was saved by Portia. She was a wise woman. She read the bond carefully and told Shylock to accept money and let Antonio free, but he did not agree. Then Portia said to him to cut a pound of flesh from Antonio's body, but he could not shed a drop of blood because it was not mentioned in the bond. As it was not possible for him to cut the flesh without shedding blood, therefore Antonio's life was saved. Question number 13 is, uh, was, in your opinion, the verdict of the court just and fair? Answer है yes. In my opinion, the verdict of the court was just and fair because the bond contained the words a pound of flesh and the shedding of blood was not mentioned in the bond. तो ये था लेसन द मर्चेंट ऑफ वेनिस। उम्मीद है आपको इसकी समझ आ गई होगी। अगर किसी जगह पर कोई भी मसला हो तो आप कमेंट में पूछ सकते हैं। थैंक यू फॉर वाचिंग। अल्लाह हाफिज़।